Land Preservation Society is very happy to have you here with us. We welcome you all attending this event and celebrating with us the improvements that we have made over the last 2.5 years. 2.5 years. I would like to just remind you about the weather over the last 2.5 years. There were many challenges, not on my script, but there were many challenges. The Foster Trail is one of 13 walkable trails available to the public on our property. We began in the year 1970, which is a little over 50 years now. Presently, we owned a very small property on Red Mill Road. We now own just under 1,100 acres. In addition to all the individuals from LPS who have done this, there are many constituents in Norton, in the community, that made the project a truly collaborative effort. We thank all our community partners and volunteers who assisted us, whose contributions will be acknowledged in the following remarks by my colleagues. Linda Collett is next.
Okay.
Our incredible secretary.
Thank you, Kathy. So I'm Linda Collett, and I'm going to begin with a bit of history about the LA Foster Wildlife Refuge. It's named for Leighton A. Foster, who purchased the land in 1942. In 1992, his widow, Marjorie Foster, donated 47 acres to the Norton Land Preservation Society. Subsequent donations from the Foster family have expanded to preserve nearly 100 acres on either side of Taunton Avenue. This land was once the site of a thriving copper works industry, founded in 1831 by 3 brothers from the Crocker family. These brothers were William Allen, Samuel Leonard, and George Augustus Crocker. The Crocker brothers' copper works produced copper sheets for sheathing the bottoms of ships and copper coin blanks used by the U.S. Mint to produce pennies.
I'm Deb Cato, one of the board members. The Foster Trail, behind me, with its tranquil settings and changing seasonal views, has long been a popular place to walk, thanks to the efforts of the LPS Trail Committee. The enhancements that we celebrate today began with a student intern from Wheaton College and a grant from the Norton Cultural Council, awarded in the spring of 2023. The intern, Jesse Kilburn, researched and designed a storyboard poster about the copper works that once existed on this very site. The Norton Historical Society was a valuable resource for information on the subject, as was Martin Marshall, a native of Norton and a member of the LPS Board of Directors. You will see the Copper Works poster as you walk the Foster Trail today, and we hope you'll take a moment to read it.
I'm Ann Murray, and I will just pick up from where Deb left off with the Norton Cultural Council. The grant that we got from the Norton Cultural Council came from, at that time, the head of the council was Catherine Hedden, and that grant, which came from the state to Norton and then on to us, enabled LPS to actually print the Copper Works poster in a large format. So you'll see it's quite readable and it's nicely mounted out there. And they also, their grant also enabled us to print 6 plaques with information about the historical significance of the land and also the natural history of the land. This information was researched by a group of people within LPS, comprising a committee, one of 2 major committees that deals with community outreach. So research and writing for the plaques all came from that direction. And the poster and the plaques were mounted and actually installed in the ground by a group of students from the Norton High School. So you can see we're kind of ranging all over in our collaborations. These were wood tech shop students who were supervised by their teacher, whose name is David Pops Cuddington. Some of you may have known or may know him. Currently, I think he's coming today. The Norton Cultural Council grant also funded the cost of printing brochures, which are available to you today, about the Foster Wildlife Refuge, and also the construction of 2 of the several benches that are out there so that you can sit down and take a breather and just look at the scenery. And so, Mike, I will turn this to you.
Here, I'm Mike Rainville.
Hey, Mike.
How you doing? A little bit more on the credit here. So community partners and volunteers contributed in many ways to get on the Foster project. We didn't keep an official logbook, but we guesstimate that there's about 300 volunteer hours having been spent on the trail and its signage. The Foster Trail crosses both LPS land and Norton Town land, and we owe thanks to John Thomas of Norton Conservation for enabling the use of the land and for his leadership with some of our volunteers. As noted, much of the labor was provided by local Norton High School students, coordinated through David Pops Cuddington. He's the wooden tech shop teacher there, along with several Service Corps volunteers, and they helped prepare for today's event. So major kudos to Norton's Own and to Dave's skill with building things and working with students. I don't see Dave here. Other major contributors were employees of Alnilam Pharmaceuticals. Don't try and say that twice. They helped clear the trail and install the benches that Ann mentioned. They are overlooking the Wading River on the loop at the far end. Alnilam, if you don't know, has a manufacturing facility in the Norton Commerce Center. They've helped out with us on many other LPS properties around town, so many thanks to them. And going forward, of course, we're hoping to develop further collaborations with these different groups around town.
I'm Lori, and I'm second to last, so we're almost there. In addition to the general membership that includes people of all ages, LPS depends on a dedicated board of directors to run the organization and two very active committees. The Trails Committee, Mike and Dan, ensure that the paths are clear, that benches, kiosks, and even bridges are constructed, and new trails are put in. This is an active outdoor committee that welcomes volunteer help from the LPS membership and the public. The Community Outreach Committee, I'm on that, organizes events like woods walks, establishes connections with the schools, public libraries, scout troops, others, and we also write grant proposals and educational materials. Community outreach also welcomes volunteers from the general membership and the public at large. We always have several other ideas we'd love to enact, a water trail, all persons trail, many others, and with more help we could maybe see reality with those. So LPS hopes you will contribute your enthusiasm, skills, and expertise to the organization. And last but not least.
Last but not least, or maybe least, it's me. In closing, we thank everyone who contributed their time and effort to make today a celebratory event. We're grateful to Pastor Rob Hollyfield of Grace Church, who very nicely allowed us to have his parking lot today. And so you're welcome to park down there if you want to go park. And Deputy Officer John Goodwin of the Norton Police, who has been very helpful in terms of ideas about how to deal with traffic issues and supplying the vehicle that helps protect us. The LPS welcomes the opportunity to partner with a broad and diverse group of Norton residents and neighbors in making our programs and our 13 walkable trails fun and educational to all. If you would like to join in these efforts, it's very easy to join, actually. In fact, if you walk too slowly back to your car, you may end up for fun and education. If you'd like to join, please talk to anyone or look at the material on the board or look at the QR code on the material. If all you would like to do is, if you would join, is be members or just help at occasional times, that's fine too. It's for events like this where we really could use more help as well. Mainly, I'd like to thank you for coming to the ribbon cutting, and mainly I'd like you to enjoy the walk.
I just want to let everybody know this is our president too. Dan Murray is our president.
Hey Dan, before you cut that, I'd just like to give a little something from the select board, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, sure.
So first of all, I'd like to say what a great event this is for the town today. We're lucky to have folks like you who are willing to put out their time when other people wouldn't, and the collaboration that you were doing with the other organizations in town to make something like this happen. What a great asset you are, and this is to our town. We are very fortunate to have you all here. Having said that, I just have a certificate of appreciation from the Select Board, if you wouldn't mind me reading it.
Of course.
May it be known that this certificate is hereby presented to the Land Preservation Society of Norton on this 3rd day of May, 2025. The Norton Select Board wishes to recognize the enhancements made at the LA Foster Wildlife Refuge and extends its heartfelt thanks on behalf of a grateful community for the dedicated service which not only will engage individuals to appreciate our natural resources, but will also encourage others to join the effort to protect and preserve conservation land for the enjoyment of people and nature for years to come. And it's signed by the members of the Norton Select Board. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's for you. Thank you very much for all. Thank you very much for everything that all of you do.
Thank you.
You're like-
This is it. The big moment.
Drum roll.
Yay!
Nicely done.
We'll have to do it
now
tomorrow.
you can jump
We'll
over.
do it again
Do it all over
tomorrow.
again.
Yay!
This is the power canal for the copper works, and the copper works was across the street, and they smelted copper and rolled copper, and they actually stamped penny blanks for the U.S. Mint in the 1830s when the pennies used to be about the size of a quarter. And
So what was the purpose of the canals?
so they had rolling mills. They had 2 rolling mills, and the water was to feed the water for the rolling mills. And the water drops from up at the beginning, it drops 18 feet to down there. So one of the wheels was an overshot and one was an undershot. The overshot, the water goes over the top. The undershot, it goes and it turns the other direction. And this was dug about 1835 with horse-drawn and ox-drawn scoops.
You know, this is the high point of our days often, these troublesome times that come out here. And I just thank you all for coming, and I thank all the people that have made this possible. It's a blessing to me, and it is a little zone of tranquility and peace in a time when we need that. Thank you.